There's no hidden in me. When I'm pissed, that might be a little German, it will come out of me. I like winning.
What's up, Bruins fans? We're here at TD Garden with Marco Sturm. We've got 20 questions for our 30th head coach. Let's see what we can learn about Coach Sturm.
What is your best off-ice memory from your time as a player in Boston?
The place I lived in, it was the Intercontinental. So for us, a lot of people see it as a hotel, what it is, but we lived in the condos right above, and for us as a family, it was honestly one of the best experiences we have had.
What hobbies do you have outside of hockey?
You know what I like living in LA is being close to the beach. So good food, I think that something makes me happy. Coming from Europe, we like to travel. I think that's something, we live so close by to different countries back home, so we're trying to do that in the summer as much as we can.
What hidden talent do you have, if you have one?
There's no hidden in me. I don't know. Maybe there is, and maybe there isn't. But I'm an athlete. I think that's something. If I pick something up, could be a racket, could be a ball, could be anything. I think I'm very quick.
If you didn't play hockey, what do you think you would have had the best chance at succeeding in it?
Oh, what sport?
Yeah.
I probably have to stick with tennis.
Who were the first 3 people you reached out to when you found out this job was officially yours?
My family, they were a big part of it. I think it was Matt Shamira. He's a former employee. He's still one of my best friends, and we've still been very close, and he supported me through the whole thing. And I think it was Patrice Bergeron. He's one of my guys, and even today it shows. Because he showed up today, my press conference, that shows a lot.
Have any current or former Bruins players reached out to you since being hired?
Probably half of them. Again, we're just starting the process to a little bit. No, it was really good. It seems like the guys are very excited. They're hungry. I think last year left a bitter taste in their mouth, and I think the guys are ready.
Have you been in contact with any other head coaches in Boston? Has anyone reached out? Have you had any connection with them?
Yeah, no, Joe from the Celtics. He welcomed me to the city, and obviously congrats to that job with the Bruins, and he also invited me to go to see him and stop by. We were close by at the practice rink there, so I definitely take this opportunity, and I told him that too.
What was your favorite memory from your tenure playing with the Bruins?
Scoring special goals, I think that's something you just can't beat. Being in the playoffs too, I think those moments are incredible. You learn a lot, but also it gets you. Then you know why you play hockey, why you play the game. But you have to. It's a lot of work to get there. You could see it last year, but if I pick a few things, that would be it.
Funniest teammate you played with?
Funniest. There's a few funny ones, but I gotta say it's probably Mike Ricci. Back in the San Jose days. It's always the same jokes, but they're always, I don't know, they're still funny though for me.
What was it like scoring at Fenway Park?
It took me a while. I think I didn't realize, even before the game, yeah, we were excited, but just the way the game turned out, I mean, you can't do it any better. You can't finish any better. So I think it kind of changed a little bit during the game, right? Being down 1-0, and then Marco Sturm scored on the end, and then me and OT, and having that picture now, and then all of a sudden I had to do signings, and I didn't realize how big it was, right? But that was pretty special. Might be one of the best moments I had here.
Jack had a very famous call saying that TD Garden was vibrating, or in that, of course, that playoff series. Did you actually feel it vibrating?
I probably did. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Maybe it was me, or maybe it was the crowd. But I have to tell you, Jack sent me a text, and he said exactly the same thing. Right. So it was so nice to hear from him.
What was your favorite rivalry for the Bruins when you played?
It's got to be Montreal, and I don't know. Probably it still is. I don't know. I will find out. But for me, it was Montreal, and for me, it was not a better place to win and steal points than in Montreal, and even at home to beat them. I think that was something special, I think, for both teams, not just for us. It was a good rivalry, and they were also fun too. So I enjoyed those games.
Is hockey jargon different in German than it is in English? And do you have like a German hockey call or a phrase that you would say?
I don't know, not really. But the one thing I can tell you when I'm pissed, there might be a little German will come out of me. Players will know right away, so I can't tell you what, because it just happens, right?
Any current hockey superstitions, even as a coach?
I think just a daily routine you have. I think as a player, even as a coach, I think right now what's actually the same is probably pre-game meal. I try to keep it the same for some reason. I don't know even why, but even napping, I'm a big napper too, right? I want to nap, I just want to feel fresh. Those two are pretty much the same, yeah.
What is your go-to game day snack, or maybe it's the meal?
Snack, unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunately, but it's coffee. I think coaching changed me a little bit. I was always a coffee drinker, coming from Europe, but usually in the afternoons, us Germans, they have coffee and cake, all right? So usually I find a little something, a little snack, but coffee is always involved.
What is your game day routine?
It starts right away in the morning, right? How do I prepare for the opponent, the pre-scout and all that? The timing is always the same, right? We always have the 8 o'clock meeting with the coaches and the pre-scout, so everything is the same. The drills, the meetings, going into after practice, going into pre-game, what time the pre-game is, and the nap, a quick nap, and the bus to the rink. So there's a lot. It's the same. So as long as it works, I stick with it.
What makes Boston such a special city to play in?
I noticed and I experienced that Boston is a hockey town, right? And the one thing what stood out to me is people were telling me if the Bruins win, it's a hockey town, and I didn't know. But then we start to win, and then they end up winning the cup. Oh, okay, now I get it. It's not just hockey, but having different sports. But coming from the hockey side, if you win, I believe in my own world, it's a hockey town.
Who was your mentor during your player days?
There's a few. If I look at, I mentioned already the Claude Julien, I think those guys, the Daryl Sutter, the coach's side of it. I have to say, I know he was here today, but a guy like Bergeron and Chara, these guys helped me to grow as a person, and even a guy like older guys like Glenn Murray when they're time right here. The one guy, when we talk about coaching, is Todd McLellan. I needed somebody to learn from, and for me, he's one of the best coaches in the league, and also became a really good friend of mine. So to learn from him and see him every day, I think he teach me exactly what I needed, and I'm very thankful for that. The
best advice you've gotten since maybe taking the Bruins coaching job, or just to be a coach?
The best advice? Oh man, there's many, but again, timing is everything, and I believe in that. I had, even with my injuries here, when I was here, I thought I will never recover from that. There's so many moments, bad moments in your life, sport, private, it doesn't matter. There's so many moments you're frustrated. Sometimes you're like you don't see the light end of the tunnel, but there is. So you gotta believe in that. Also, good things happen to good people, and not just me in general. I think I really believe in that, and I really believe that made it happen. That's why I'm here.
Can you describe your coaching style in 10 words or less?
Oh, 10 words. No, I'm very passionate. I coach with a lot of energy, and have really good structure in my daily. Now my daily day, right? But also on the ice, I demand a lot from my players, and I like winning, right? And I do everything for it.